Kiran Kulkarni, are you available right now? Okay. IT program manager, 17.5 years. Thank you very much for asking some detailed question. As our initial discussion, HRTMA inquired directly about my salary expectation. I mentioned that I would prefer to understand the company budget for the role. Right, the same figure I mentioned and indicated that she would potentially negotiate up to an additional 2 lakh upon approval. I suggest that we proceed with the interview process to get a process and the value I could bring to the role and make a final decision based on the evaluation. But my expectation is 30% at least from my current salary. Still, I haven't received any update. I want to know, should I call back to check or I have walked out myself without the interview discussion? Okay. I have walked out myself. It is and I could bring the role and make the final decision based on the evaluation. If they have not understood your expectation, please understand. Do you want to go to the company when they don't want to value you? It's also a question. Yeah. So if somebody says that I'll give you whatever salary you're drawing right now, I'll be giving you the salary plus 2 lakh rupees. Is it worth changing? 2 lakh rupees means we are talking about hardly what? 15,000 rupees, right? It is not worth changing any job, honestly speaking, in today's world. Okay. Why? I tell you the reason. Your reason is, first is you have to start with zero in any new organization. It is not worth that money. Okay. Second aspect is your experience is valuable. Why do you want to undersell it? Correct. So if you have already walked out of the interview, you shouldn't regret that opportunity at all. Okay. I would rather want you to probably focus on saying that if your budget is this, are you looking for a 10 years experience or are you looking for somebody with the 17.5 years of leaders? That should be the answer. Make sense, Kiran? If you give that answer, then a lot of things will come out. No, I'm looking for a project manager with XYZ and so on and so forth. Then you will say that I have the connect with this company. I'll anyway find out that this is the reality if the consultant calls. Because consultant always calls for their benefit. What is their benefit? To save the cost on the budget, correct? To save the cost on the budget. That they will give you if the budget is given 35 lakh, they'll give you a 30 lakh job. They'll say, I have saved you 5 lakh budget. Why? Because then they'll get more number of candidates to be hired. So their revenue comes from the number of candidates get hired for their 1 month salary. So the more the number of candidates, the more the revenue for them. They will not get more salary or more money by saving that, by giving that 5 lakh to you more. Making sense? So their KPIs are different. So they will always go with the pressurized budget. So your job is to say that I know the people in the company. Let me reach out what is the budget for this role. If this is the conversation that you are having with me. Make sense? That is to give them an understanding that you are not a pushover. Because if you just become a pushover for people, then they'll continue to do that. How many of you got that? How many of you are getting pushed over right now by the recruiter, consultant? Because see, every Tom, Dick and Harry has become the consultant and recruiter. Yes or no? In the market also. So even the younger people, they call themselves as a recruiter. Do they really understand your experience? The answer is no. They are just matchmakers. They only matchmake based on what is the JD given and what is your profile. The machine has shortlisted for them. Now they'll do the matchmaking and they'll just call you and say, okay, this is the budget. I can't go beyond this. Finish. Because they do not have any authority. Okay. They do not have any authority to provide you any more money. Okay. So it is always in the negotiation that you get the more money. Okay. In the negotiation that you get more money. That means getting into the interview call is what is more required.